Hi guys, and welcome back to another DrAce video, and today we're going to be playing MotoGP 22. It's time for the Jerez round, the Spanish GP of our MotoGP career mode. So here we go then guys, starting from 16th place on the grid, a terrible qualifying which started in the wet, but great acceleration across the line here. Power setting 3 enabled to try and get as many positions as we possibly can as we go into turn 1, taking many riders as possible around the outside of Schrotter, around the outside of Ayagora, and now attacking Augusto Fernandez for 5th position. What a fantastic start from the current championship leader, but we now go to the left hand side for turn 3, up into 6th position already. Who else are we going to take? Fernandez, Ben Schneider, who else is going to be beaten in just a moment's time? Now, it's been a while since I last played here in Jerez, so I'm not entirely sure if the glitch with the turn 6 corner is still going to happen, so I'm going to have to be really on my toes here and make sure that AI doesn't just brake check me into the 6th corner. So move over to the right a little bit, and yes, apparently they still do it. So braking firm into the 6th corner, up on the inside of Acosta, up on the inside of Chandra, and now into the rear of Tony Arbolino. What a magnificent start, but my god, I really hope they fix that glitch, because it's awful seeing how many rides we can just beat on the brakes going into the Pedrosa corner. But now into the left hand side for the Jorge Martinez Aspar corner. Arbolino may have the lead for now, but not entirely sure for how much longer, because we are on a significant charge. We were rapid in free practice, we were rapid in the qualifying until the next session was raining, and then unfortunately I just did absolutely terrible. Well, to be fair, I don't think I did bad. It's just that their lap times, the AI, was the same lap times that it was in the dry conditions, so I just couldn't beat them. But for now, doesn't really matter as we rehearse a lunge into turn 13, not quite. Did fancy a little lunge up on the inside of Arbolino, but it didn't happen this time around. And look at that acceleration! The Elf Mark VDS rider flew out of the Lorenzo corner there. Magnificent stuff, but brakes extremely early. Almost caught me off guard there completely as we go into the first corner, but a hard front, medium rear combination today for us guys. Go slam into the rear of Arbolino. They're braking so early here in Jerez. This is certainly catching me off guard. It's just that either we are just significantly quicker, which I guess is true. They're braking so early. That's scary. Really scary moment there on the brakes going into turn 2. A little bit on the edge of my seat there as we had a small moment as we absolutely whacked Tony Arbolino, but of course not much I can do about it now. Just try and get into the pursuit and beat Tony Arbolino once again, but look how early he's braking. Now, something I will confess is I've been playing a lot of Ride 4 recently, you probably can tell from the channel. So MotoGP Academy and MotoGP career mode videos have not really been done recently, so this is actually me getting back into things, and I do feel pretty good. There's a few points on the track where I do feel a little bit loose. Don't really have my full confidence yet with these bikes, but playing more of it is giving me more confidence, so I'm going to get back into it, get back to the level we were at, and then hopefully then we can continue with the season and start churning out the lap times. But guys, MotoGP career mode is back and it is here to stay. And of course, if you enjoy these videos, be sure to hit the like button and consider subscribing as well. Helps me figure out what content you guys want to see on the channel, as we do have a lunge up on the inside into the Lorenzo corner into 13. We do beat Tony Arbolino for now, but he should get a good drive coming out of that corner. You've seen the AI do it earlier. There he is on the left hand side of your screen. Get across the line. It's a 1:41.911 for the World Championship leader. That's a solid lap time. That is a very promising lap time, but still using power setting 3 for now. May have to consider changing that as this race progresses. So into turn 3, nice and gentle on the left hand side, nice and gentle once more for turn 4 here in Andalusia, in the magnificent circuit of Jerez. Quite possibly one of my favourite tracks of all time. I really love this circuit. Bit of undulation and plenty of corners, just what you want to see. So half a second now is Tony Arbolino. Somcat Chantra is somewhere behind him. I can't really see where he is, but I know he's going to be with him somewhere as we enter the Pedrosa corner and get our lead up to a second already in just a short space of time. Really good start this. Really good race for us right now. Getting into it, feeling the confidence back all the time, just getting the... Oh, it's good. It's good to be back. It really is. I hope you guys are enjoying it as well. It's certainly feels good to be back on MotoGP 22. Been playing a lot of Ride 4. Of course, I went to Donington Park and I went to Brands Hatch to play a lot of Ride 4 and to help players learn the basics of the game, and also to learn some expert tips as well, if you want to say. So I did all that at the tracks, and finally getting back to play MotoGP 22 felt different. It really did, but I'm glad to be back, I really am. So into Lorenzo corner then for turn 13. We're going to get across the line, and this will be the start of the 4th lap. Across the line, this is going to be a very low 141 lap time. It's a 141.377, so that is a great lap time. But we haven't quite dropped Arbolino just yet. Something I have noticed recently is the AI seem to get very strong towards the end of the races. They might struggle on the first lap. Well, to be quite frank, they're quite terrible on the first lap. But the second and third lap, not bad. 4th lap onwards, the AI really begins to ramp it up. And I've mentioned this a few times now, and I really need to do it, but a full race is due, I think. That way we can get an understanding of how good the AI can actually be in this game. But coming out of the corner now, I have to use power setting 2 because we're running out of fuel, or at least we burned a lot of fuel using a lot of power setting 3. So now, Tony Arbolino has cut the gap down to, well, what's pretty much disappeared. But now it's down to 0.4 of a second as we go into the 7th corner. Yellow flags are waving for a rider behind. That won't impede us, so no issue for the championship leader, but Arbolino is still there. Now we've dropped it down to power setting 2, I've decided to lift it back into 3 just so we can break away from Arbolino. Not quite got the confidence with this bike yet. Still feels a little bit alien to me after being away from this game for too long, quite frankly. It's been about 3 or 4 weeks. It's far too long. So it's good to finally put this to bed and get back on into it as we go into the Crivier corner for 11. Nice and tight the apex for Ferrari for turn 12. Careful, running it off track. I'm surprised we didn't yield ourselves a track limit warning, and you can tell that I'm not quite with it yet with MotoGP 22 because those lap times are not going to be that consistent. Yes, we did have 2 good lap times there into the low 141s, but this time around it's actually no, it's fine. It is another 141.8. I suspected the worst there, to be honest with you. I expected a middle 142, but what a moment! Oh! What has happened? What on earth happened on the brakes there? Massive moment. Oh, Chandra got absolutely whacked as we rejoin the position. Oh, I'm an advocate for getting back onto the track safely, but this time around, I didn't even look. Massive, massive moment for the championship leader. What on earth happened there? Just went on the brakes and just gone. It felt like we had a small wheelie or something before getting into the corner, so much pressure was put onto the front brake there. Wow, that was scary. I thought that was it. I really felt like it was it, and almost going to be it once again as we break into the Pedrosa corner too aggressively, too late. Oh, this has put us on the back foot. We're using all of our power setting 3 to get back at Acosta and Arbolino here. We have to use power setting 3 in these parts because they're so fast. The AI is very competitive in these parts of the track. But now into the right hand side for the very difficult, really difficult Angel Neto corner. It's one of those corners that can really catch off guard if you're not careful. But into Pelliquet, losing 1.7 seconds in that moment. That is absolutely critical for our chances of victory in this one. Now, of course, we have been on a stunning streak recently of a podium in every single round in Moto 2. This could still be on, but I want that win. I cannot believe I blew that. Jerez, I love this circuit. I want the win. We've got to really dig down deep now. So the end of the penultimate lap, Pedro Acosta, fastest man on your screens, ladies and gentlemen, a 141.153 in the penultimate lap. Just a moment ago, Somcat Chantra's down. Little wheelie coming out of the second corner, turn 1, but now into the second corner for Michelin. Arbolino leads the way. Acosta in second position on the Red Bull KTM. He'll go into the left-hand side with his Calyx, and now we can try and close down the gap. The fuel gauge is still saying we've got 0.1 of a lap, but I think that's glitched. Surely by now we would have been running out of fuel. I'm a bit concerned with that. My goal is to try and get the slipstream so I can reduce it to power setting 2, but it's going to take a lap and a half to beat Acosta and Arbolino right now. We will be able to abuse this corner as we go really firm on the brakes. Up on the inside and not 1 but 2. Have we made it stick? No, not quite. Arbolino has regained the position, but Acosta has been dumped back into third position. Acosta will be serious contender now as he will try and pursue us into the left-hand side for the Jorge Martinez Aspar corner, as we now go for the left once more, just briefly, and then into the right-hand side. Arbolino has got this one in the bag if we can't make the lunge. Is it all going to come down to a Lorenzo corner move? Is it going to be another one added to the history books? Crivier, Doohan, Rossi and Gibernau, Lorenzo and Marquez. Who's going to battle? Who's going to win this one? It's neck and neck. You can't go around the outside there. Into the final part, getting caught in the rumble strip. Are we close enough for a lunge? You better believe we're going to force a move if we have to. Up on the inside for the Lorenzo corner. Arbolino is going to get squeezed off the track, and we won. Victory goes to the way of the World Championship leader. A phenomenal race and a phenomenal lap time to win the Grand Prix. Wow, the first 140 lap time of the weekend comes at the very final lap of the Moto2 race. Wow. So after a truly sensational race, we do increase our championship lead, but Pedro Acosta is now in second with 60 points behind and no sign of Tony Arbolino even after finishing second place in the race. So a quick look at the team championship, and the MB Conveyors Speed Up Bosca-Scura team still lead the way just by 10 points ahead of Red Bull KTM IO and 46 clear from Elf Mark VDS Racing Team. So after a truly stupendous race, it's hard to say if that was my best race ever because it's well up there with some of my best racing. The mistake could have cost us dearly, and it did cost us, but we really bounced back in stunning fashion, like an ace should. But guys, what a race. I hope you enjoyed that one as much as, even if you enjoyed it half as much as I did, then let me know in the comment section down below. Hit the like button and consider subscribing to see a lot more great content just like this one. Thanks for watching and ciao for now. Oh hi, didn't quite see you there. Good to see you're still here. If this video didn't quite set your appetite, then why not watch some more DrAce content by clicking the video shown on screen now. Furthermore, if you would like to follow me on social media, you can do so now with the links down in the description. Consider subscribing so you don't miss a single DrAce video.